Hey Shalloners, well, I'm coming to you from a little bit of a different location today. As you can tell, I'm not in my New York City apartment. I probably look like I'm in a medieval bunker, but I'm not. I'm at the Hard Rock Hotel Riviera Maya. This is my beautiful room. I'll post some photos. And I travel a lot. I go on vacation a lot. I'm an editor at a magazine. I'm also an influencer, like a big douche. So I'm lucky enough to get to go all over the place. And when I do, I have really good luck with guys. I do. I meet a lot of guys on vacation. Some are single serving, shall we say. They're one and done. But other ones I've definitely kept in touch with. One guy I met on vacation like 2-something years ago. We're still in touch, going around and around and around. And who knows where that relationship's going to go. And so it made me wonder, like, well, why do I have such good luck with dudes when I'm on vacation? And like, how come I have stayed in touch with them? Like, what can I tell my Shalloners about this? Well, today we're going to talk about how to stay in touch with a guy you meet while you're on vacay and what that can also tell you about your own life. So I've done a video recently on how to talk to a guy at a party, how to break the ice. And in that video, I said that if you're in college or in high school or whatever, or you have a crush on a guy in your office, the odds are in your favor because you have so many things in common to talk about. Homecoming, when he rushed the frat, the town you're in, your major, that work project you have coming up. I mean, there's so many built-in things to talk about that it's such a layup. If you're trying to like meet a guy at a bar or something, like as an adult, which I am, you really got to dig deep to find some like common ground besides, hey, come here often. Oh, you look like a human who walks upright too. So it can be more difficult. But on vacation, once again, you're in this place where you have a whole lot of stuff to talk about. Chances are they haven't been to this place either. Or maybe they have. And you can ask a guy like, oh, have you been to the Coliseum? Oh my gosh, like what tour should we take? Where should we go to dinner? Make a guy feel like an expert, you know? Men communicate to solve problems. Women communicate to build relationships. So if you can ask a guy like a problem-solving question where he's going to feel like, he just knows everything. He's going to remember you very, very positively, you know? And I found that I have good luck talking to dudes on vacation because it's like consciously or unconsciously, when I travel, I give myself permission to step outside of who I am in New York City, you know? I'm different. I'm a little nicer. Like I'm just kind of like softer and sweeter. In New York, you have to be kind of a badass. It's like a stressful city. I have a stressful job. And like, I can't just be pussyfooting around. On vacation though, I can be sweet Shallon, right? But I can also be bolder Shallon because it's like, well, I don't live here. I don't have a reputation to uphold in Fort Lauderdale. I can do whatever I want. And if you guys don't like me, screw you. I'm on a next plane out tomorrow. And I realized like, that is why I think we get hung up on dudes we meet on vacation. Because I hear this a lot from you guys. Like, I don't have a boyfriend back home, but like I went on vacation and I met this guy. Sorry, my hair is just doing really weird things. Vacation here. And like, I can't forget him and I'm so desperate to stay in touch with him. And should I slide into his DMs? You think he'll come visit? And I don't know. What you miss is not that guy. What you miss is vacation you. You miss vacation Hannah, vacation Caitlin, vacation Shallon. Because vacation you is free from the constraints that you live under in your normal life. Free from that reputation of being like a dork or a slut or a whatever. Whatever. You have shed all that. And now, in many ways, you are back at your most authentic self. Right? Because you are living sort of like in a vacuum. No one knows you here. No one's passing judgment. No one's even going to remember if you do something stupid. And that's what I want you guys to take back to your regular life. That idea of yourself and that who gives a fuck attitude, that boldness and that risk taking. And when I say risk taking, I'm not saying, oh yes, call the guy first, text him, ask him out. Girl, you know that ain't true. You know that ain't my philosophy. I'm talking about boldness in like, start that conversation. Wear something that's maybe a little bit out of your wheelhouse. Try a hobby that you wouldn't. Take that spirit and bring it back. Because I guarantee the dude that you met is not, he's probably not all that great. He is just a reflection. He's a manifestation of you taking those chances and living free from the societal pressures that you do normally. From that peer pressure, those expectations, what your family thinks about you, what your friends have like slotted you into, like what friend role you have, you're out of that. Take that back home. Because when you realize that that's what it's about, that that's what you're focused on, that's what you miss, and that's what you're kind of like smitten with, the guy becomes a little bit insignificant. You know, it's like, I mean, he's like a dude I met in like Mexico. Okay. Is he really that cool? Probably not. You had some good times, but it's probably also like maybe the first time or like one of the first times that you're having that romantic experience, you know? But again, you're having that romantic experience where maybe you haven't back home because you have allowed yourself to live differently, to have a different vibe that you're putting out, a different outlook. You aren't like, you're flirting better because you're not worried like your friends are looking at you and making fun of you. You're talking to someone and it's not, you don't know if he's cool or not. He could be the biggest dork at school. He could be the captain of the lacrosse team. You don't know. And he doesn't know anything about you. So you're living your most authentic and like I said, vacuum sealed selves. So when you start to get twisted over that vacation guy, think about it that way. I want you to sit down and write down a list of like how you felt when you were on vacation. Free, not stressed out, curious, inquisitive, passionate, like whatever that was, and then look at ways to bring that into your current life. Maybe your best friend isn't actually that healthy for you. Maybe she would be in your ear being like, you look stupid when you're flirting with him. Oh my gosh, I'm totally gonna tell him. She likes you. That's not a great friend. That's something, I mean, you don't need to cut them off, but kind of put them to the back burner a little bit. Maybe it's your parents. Maybe your parents hover over you and you going away with band camp is like the only time you get to like break out of your shell. Try to find other activities where you are allowed to separate from your family in that sort of way. Maybe it's like you can act a little sluttier. Maybe you come from a really religious town or like a conservative group of friends and you go on vacation, you can make out with that dude on the beach. Start to think about how you can replicate this in your own life. Some things need to be taken away. Some things needed to be added in. You know, different hobbies, different people. Maybe travel is where you are going to put your time and your energy. I do. I spend all my money and all my time traveling. I travel a lot. If you look at my Instagram page, I'm gone all the time because that's just what I value. I value experiences over things. I wear like Forever 21 clothes. I don't care. But like, I need those experiences. I need to step out of my New York role and I need to get back to authentic Shallon. And part of me thinks that if I moved out of New York, like if I moved back to Southern California, I would feel this authentic maybe more. Just having a revelation here. Maybe, I don't know. But like, maybe I'm traveling and I'm trying to chase my real self. Oh, I'm having like Dr. Phil moments here. But that's what travel gives to a lot of us. It gives us the freedom to be curious. And like I've said in other videos, around 7th or 8th grade, we as girls start to shun curiosity and that childlike inquisitiveness because it's like the boy thing kicks in. It's like, oh, well, now we're supposed to be focused on boys. And like a lot of that's organic. Like you do genuinely like focus on boys, like you're into boys now. But it's like we have this false idea that boys, and you know what, I take that back. It might not be false. That like we can't be like into reading about animals and like into going on like these weird little archaeological digs with the club or something like that. Like, no, we have to be like makeup and like, ha, boys and boobs and what. Fuck that. Fuck boys, first of all. Fuck boys. Ironically, I have gotten back to my curious, childlike, inquisitive nature. I've made it a point because I was just honestly bored with myself. I was bored with my own thoughts. I was bored thinking about boys and heartache and Izzy asking me out. So I'm like, fuck all of this. I'm going to get back to like the dork stuff that I like. That's when I became really attracted to boys. I had things to say. I was like doing stuff. I was legitimately busy and I was legitimately hard to get. I had interests. People with interests are interesting, right? The coolest dude I met on vacation was a geology major. And I was like, tell me everything. And he's like, you want to hear about rocks? I was like, yes. And he was so cute when he talked about it because he was so passionate about it. He's like, these are from like this age and this is like 20 million years old. And I was like, wow, like I don't care about rocks, but like I cared about listening to him talk about it because it was interesting. And then I would talk about something dork and he's like, whoa, it's cool. So get back to that curiosity. Take that from vacation, take it back into your regular life. When you're on vacation, stay off your phone. Capture versus experience is the central issue of our generation. When you go to a concert, are you more interested in capturing it or experiencing it? And like I said, people with interests are interesting. If you come back from vacation being like, I did this and I watched that and I saw this and I did that and I experienced this, you're more interesting than like, look at the photo I took. Like, oh, it's you on a beach. No one's ever taken a beach photo before. So in terms of staying in touch with a guy, realize that as sucky as this is, dudes aren't about long distance. Guys need that physical touch, like a daily physical like contact with the girl they like. We, on the other hand, need like emotional touch, I call it. You know, like we need texts, we need Snapchats, we need like, good morning, baby, good night, my love, like stuff like that. That keeps us kind of engaged. Guys, they're physical creatures. They need to touch their woman once a day, once a week. And it's really hard to launch a relationship if it's kind of like doomed from the outset. Like the geology dude I met. Like he lives in Washington. I lived in New York. It's like, this was kind of not going to work, you know? So it was right there. It was hard to get like to stay in touch and to keep that momentum going, which is okay. Social media, you add people, you never know where life's going to go. Maybe I'll be out in Washington one day. Maybe he'll be in New York. Who knows? Maybe we'll both find ourselves in Dallas, Texas. But keep that thread going just a little bit. But don't think that this person that you meet on vacation is going to be like the one and only. Maybe they will. Like I said, I've been going around and around for a dude 2.5 years or not, something like that I met on vacation. Another guy like I met like in Austin, we still talk. You never know. But I don't think of these people as my number one starting line boys. Like it's inconvenient. So go in with some realistic expectations. And before you even go on vacation, be like, all right, if I meet someone here, this is going to be a vacation day. It's gonna compartmentalize right here. We're gonna stay, keep the fun in Cancun, keep the fun in Lauderdale, keep the fun in Connecticut, whatever it is. Because that is going to help you disconnect and not associate vacation you with him. Because you're so much more than that. Because like I said, what you're gonna miss and what you're gonna obsess over is the version of you that got that guy, not him himself. You are the book. He is the reader. This is a concept I came up with a little while ago, and I don't even know, I wouldn't do a video on it, but I don't even know like what to title the video or how to encapsulate it. But it's like the concept of being seen. I feel so seen. He saw me, you know? That all that is you are the masterpiece and he's merely the observer. Think about the first person who read The Great Gatsby. I bet you never have, because who the fuck cares, right? You think about The Great Gatsby. You think about that work. You want to read the book. You don't want to talk to the fucking first dude who read it. Who cares? You are the book. They are merely the reader. You can find a million readers, but you are the singular masterpiece. Keep that in mind. I feel like this video has been all over the place. I feel like it's been a little bit disjointed. That's okay. If you guys have other questions, find me on the Instant Go app, username ShallonXO. And if you guys have other questions about vacations, let me know. Travel questions. I love talking about travel. I love traveling. And let me know if you guys would want to see like videos of where I go, like I don't even know, like footage of what I'm doing and like a little recap, hotel reviews, city reviews. Let me know, because, you know, I love to travel. I go places all the time, and my friends are tired of hearing about it. So I'll let you guys know. All right, Shalloners, come back, check back with me later. Click like and subscribe for new videos every Friday, and I'll talk to you soon.